Okay, update. Did everything. Spent 7 hours with Gemini to navigate uh, the AdSense is for nonprofits. Absolutely atrocious interface. They would have essential little things hidden under a back button in 8-point font, and no reasonable person would think that if they want to get to the menu, rather than hitting the big plus button, they'd hit a little back button at the end. But it managed after 7 hours of even Gemini complaining about Google's interface. We still have no traffic. So I said, hey, why? We did everything you said. We made a perfectly compliant website. It's super fast. We have all the analytics. We have good content. We have this. We still have not only a click, we don't have an impression. And so Google, Gemini's initial answer was, well, it's a cold start problem, da, da, da. So here's my follow-up to Google is, do idiots work at Google? In machine learning 101, you learn to deal with the cold start problem. There are a bazillion ways to do it. So my question to Google is, well, do idiots work there? Have they never dealt with the cold start problem before? And here's its answer, which I think is actually brilliant. It says, no, they're not idiots. They're arguably worse. They just don't care. So I think that's true. I guarantee you that if I were to pay for something, it wouldn't be nearly this bad. If so, they would have nobody using their platform. But Google literally does not care. I don't know whether they can write off the $10,000 a year, even if they don't pay out any of it. My suspicion is probably yes. But they don't care. And Gemini agrees. I mean, these are simple things that Google could fix. Who in their right mind puts your critical little page in a 8-point font back button? Unless they're intentionally trying to get people just to do their thing and then actually not use it, it couldn't be a worse design. It's typical of Google. They just have horrible UX. But it's not typical of Google to have horrible tech. Meaning they can solve this problem, they just don't want to. So this is not just my opinion, this is Gemini's opinion. Gemini says, and I agree with Gemini, that they just don't care. Because they're not paying for this is a grant, they don't care. Okay, that's it. Take care.